In today's video, we're talking about 5 reasons why it's hard to lose weight, and then we're going to go through 5 solutions that can make you better at doing it. Okay, so first up, we're talking about hunger. Now, I want you to imagine that we've got a client that loses 20 pounds over the course of 3 months. What happens when you lose that weight is your body gets a lot of signals that you're losing weight, and it will start to defend that weight loss. And the first line of defense is hunger. And they've actually tried to quantify it. What happens is your leptin levels go down, your ghrelin levels go up, and they tried to measure how strong this hunger stimulus is. And what they found is that, losing 20 pounds, this could create kind of, that's 8 kilo, almost 800 calories extra hunger. An incredible amount of extra hunger. So you're eating down here 2,000 calories, but your hunger is telling you that you need to eat 3,500 calories to regain the weight. And this is the first line of defense of your body that tries to get the weight back. Okay, so your body's next line of defense is efficiency. When your brain senses that it's losing weight, first is hunger, but the second effect is that it will start telling your body to use less energy. It becomes more efficient. Firstly, because you're lighter, but secondly, there's this adaptive process. They call it adaptive thermogenesis. And basically, your body will just start using less energy. So this original deficit that you put yourself in to lose weight can easily be halved. And I'll throw up a graph now showing that actually, the reason you're losing weight, even if you don't start eating more, you're losing more slowly because your body is just becoming much, much more efficient because it simply doesn't want to starve. Okay, so a third reason is junk food. Now, I want you to imagine you're this person. You've lost 20 pounds in 3 months. To begin with, you were losing 1.5 pounds a week. Now you're only losing 0.5 pound a week. The scale's gone really flat, and you've got loads of hunger, and you're really struggling to stay down here at 2,000 calories. So what you have is this tension. This is what they call this kind of tension. So basically, your energy expenditure's gone down, and your hunger is up, and you've got this tension. Your body just really, really wants you to eat more. And what's a big problem? We are surrounded by the crappiest food imaginable. The junk food environment is absolutely killing us because since they've just basically engineered all this food that is really cheap flour, cheap oil, a bit of sugar and salt. It's Doritos, it's Oreos, it's this and that. So you're struggling along, and you're just surrounded by this junk food environment that is really, really, really easy to overeat. Alrighty, our fourth reason, I think probably the single biggest reason people fail to keep weight off, even when they've got something great going, is stress. Because basically, imagine you're this person. You're keeping it together, you've got really good food, you're doing your exercise, but your hunger is way up here telling you need to eat more. But you're keeping it together. You're surrounded by junk, you're still keeping it together. What is going to throw you off? A stressful life event will totally wreck anybody's progress. So if you have a big blow up at work, something happens in your love life, someone dear to you gets sick, or you've got a health problem, it will totally wreck your progress. Totally understandable, and it's even physiological. They've done studies where they show that if you take away 3 hours of sleep of someone, it's going to add another kind of 300 calories to your hunger. So stress is an absolute killer. Okay, and our last problem is a temporary mindset. People think that they can just go in, fix their weight problem for a few months, and then move on and go back to how it was before. And it's simply not how it works. I think this error comes from the 54 paper that kind of said that a 500 calorie deficit, the 3,500 calorie rule. People think that I can just duck down for 500 calories for, 20 weeks, I'll lose my 20 pounds, and then that's it. And that is not how weight loss works. We know from more recent research that actually the true figure is that you need to permanently reduce how much energy you eat forever for every pound that you want to lose, about 10 calories. So 20 pounds means that this person actually needs to permanently reduce how much they eat, or better yet, become a person that exercises more so then that they can eat more. But the big thing is, do not go into it with a temporary mindset. Aim for changes that can be permanent, which means things that are simple, things that are fun, things that you can enjoy to, and most importantly, stick to foods that you actually like. Because if you love carbohydrates and jump into a keto diet, I can tell you, it's a fail from the start. Do something that you like, go into things that you will enjoy for a long period, because that's the lifestyle that will keep the weight off in the long run. Okay, cool. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, there is a free cheat sheet somewhere around there, and I also run a kind of coaching program based on permanent changes. But just to finish up today, I wanted to give you kind of 5 solutions to those 5 problems, just to get your head into what it actually takes to lose weight and keep it off. So, for hunger, things that we know work is increasing your protein intake, increasing your fiber, so more protein, more veggies, and drinking your water. For efficiency, the downgrade in your energy expenditure, people who keep weight off in the long run tend to exercise more. And funnily enough, they don't do loads of kind of cardio and metcons and this and that. They just take more steps. Really, really simple way to have a higher energy flux and be better at keeping weight off is to take more steps. The people in the National Weight Loss Registry in America take more steps. For the junk food, this is a bit of a tricky one because I don't like telling people to quit junk food, but try and remove your trigger foods from your house because, you know, if you're sitting at home and you're really stressed or you're tired or this in the evening, you're watching Netflix, if you've got a bunch of junk in the house, it's so much easier to hit it. In terms of stress, the thing I like most is not, it's hard to say, you know, de-stress your life, although that would be great. If you can do any mindfulness or any exercise or whatever to de-stress, that's cool, but I just like substitutes for your trigger foods. So try and find healthier versions of your trigger foods so that you can replace that negative kind of habit with something more constructive. And finally, for the mindset, when you're interested in permanent change, all the research shows that you need simple changes. So go for those changes that are so simple that you'll actually be able to stick to them. Kind of build yourself into some habits. If you're looking for some of those, check out the 5 Simple Strategies cheat sheet. Or if you're really, really keen, I have a coaching program called Weekday Weight Loss that is very clever. It's a really cheap monthly subscription. So you can just jump in, check it out, and if it works for you, hang about. And if it doesn't, we'll see you later. Thanks so much for your time today. Really hope you enjoyed that.